Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Latte Talk, where we talk a latte.
We talk a latte. Just another platform to talk a
Yeah.
latte.
Yes. That's it. We're traveling around. You guys haven't seen it before. We're going through local coffee shops, or maybe wherever coffee shops that we might be, and kind of talking about some of the history that the town that they're in and where it used to be, what it used to be, and how they kind of built up their establishment. This is another great area. We're at Shauna Sweets today.
Yes.
Down here in Jackson off of Highway 49. Really a local spot, and it's right next close to a bunch of neighborhoods that you guys can walk and come down and have some homemade treats. I mean, I just had one of their coffee cake muffins, and it was delicious, man.
Yeah, Shauna is very, very, very talented.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, so what's fun about this location too is that there for a long time was not a coffee shop on this side of town. A couple years ago, Shauna Sweets opened up here, and this has a drive-through.
Yeah.
So this coffee shop does have a drive-through. It's super, super cute, and she's local. So Shauna's a graduate of Argonaut High School, and she, family's from here. I believe she was born and raised here. So Shauna, it's a family-owned and operated business, and her mom Judy helps a lot, and it's just awesome. They have amazing coffee. They also are serving like breakfast burritos and egg bites and all kinds of yummy stuff. They have like your gluten-free options as well as your regular.
I do like how it's that hometown walk-in where it's like, hey, what do you want? Okay, do you want it warmed up? Like, they take their time with you too. They don't feel like they're rushed and going crazy every time. Even when I come to the drive-thru, it's, hi, how are you doing today? What are you doing today anyways, while you're getting your coffee? It's like they're having a full-on conversation, like they've known you forever, which they might have already known you forever. So
that's right.
It's super nice to have that warm feeling when you come into a coffee shop, and it kind of just breaks you down and starts your day nice. And gets you
one of my favorite things about it is that they have indoor seating, but they do also have the outdoor seating, which is where we're at today. And so that's nice. I mean, living in our area, there's very few times that you wouldn't sit outside, right?
Right. No, for sure.
Yeah, it just expands their territory. And so this location actually is really good too, because it is like right off of it's off of French Bar. So off of Highway 49 on French Bar, and then if anybody knows where the driving school is, it's right there. So easy to get in and out. Just talking a little bit, I know last week we talked about a little bit about the history of Sutter Creek and Choco Latte, and so talking about Jackson. I mean, you and I you were raised in Sutter Creek?
I was raised in Pine Grove.
Pine Grove.
Yeah, I was raised in Pine Grove, but I went to Sutter Creek schools.
Okay.
And then Ione, and then Argonaut to the end.
Got it.
Now that I'm back for my second tour, I live in Pine Grove, or Jackson. Sorry, I live in Jackson, and that's where my kids are being raised now, which is way different, because when you live in Pine Grove, it's so open that you don't really have, the downtown, or, oh my gosh, we have to drive 30 minutes down and back to go to the grocery store. So don't forget to go to the grocery store when you leave the school, or don't miss your mom's text when you got to go to Safeway or something.
Yes.
Because then it's a whole ordeal, like, whatever she's making that night for dinner or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Now living in town, like, I got the first realization when me and my wife moved back, and she's like, hey, do you want to go to Taco Bell? And I was like, man, I really want to go to Taco Bell tonight. She's like, babe, it's only like 2 minutes down the road. I'm like, you're right. We could just get up and go, and it's super easy, right? So she'll get up and like, let's go get some ice cream tonight. I'm like, let's go get some milkshakes. Sure.
Yeah,
and we're able to do it because we live in town now, which is super nice.
Yeah.
And then I look at it from my kids' perspective of, like, I always think about like moving or trying to get more land or go to Pine Grove. But with my kids in school, from elementary school to junior high to high school, once they hit junior high, they're going to be able to just walk.
Yeah.
And then
all
that
living
in town,
close.
it's just that different feel, which I never had as a kid, living in like a neighborhood area. It was, your next neighbor's an acre on the other side of you, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Too, because it's a good community.
It is so nice. And it's fun. So, being born and raised in Jackson, it is a super awesome community. It's very, it is... everyone knows you, and you do, I remember being in high school and thinking like I was getting away with something, and then that night your mom's like, where were you going at 2:00 this afternoon, right? That was before cell phones even, like people know, and they're like, oh, hey, where was Kandi going?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's, it is nice to have a small, close-knit community.
Oh, yeah.
We always say it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
But raising my kids here, like growing up here was one thing, but then you go wherever you go, and we decided, Adam and I were like, okay, do we go full board career, or do we go family first, right? Like what are our thoughts? And so we were like, well, we'd rather focus on family, because you can have a career no matter where you go.
Yeah.
So that's when we moved back to Amador County and decided to have a family here, and it was like so awesome. I mean, raising your kids in Amador County was so much fun. Like all the little sports. I mean, our whole community is all just like about the kids, right?
Yeah.
Like that's literally our whole community just focuses on the sports and the athletics and the schools and the kids. And so that was so much fun with, I mean, like of course my girls just graduated from college.
Yeah.
So it seems like it wasn't too long ago, but it was, but like their high school basketball games.
It's a blink of an eye nowadays.
Yeah. But high school basketball games, when they were in there, and the gyms were so packed because, that team went to sections like 3 out of 4 years. And it was so much fun. And so the gym is packed to the gills. Like there's nobody else that could get in there. I mean, the crowds are going crazy. The game, I literally felt like I lived in Hoosiers. Have you ever watched that movie,
No,
Hoosiers?
I've never watched Hoosiers.
Garrett, great. We can still be friends.
Yeah,
We can still
I guess
be friends.
I have to go watch
Yes.
it. Homework
So
assignment.
no, it's like just small town, like packed gyms, sports. It's just so much fun. And so that was really fun. Like the football games are that way, the big games. Like it's just really a fun environment to raise your family by. So it's also fun because a lot of times you find that people that grew up here come back here to raise their families.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. Like it's safe. It's not far from much. I mean, you figure Amador County is about 45 minutes to an hour from Sacramento, Stockton,
Yeah.
I mean, about 45
and we're sitting
minutes
in
from
Jackson,
Folsom.
which is one of the largest towns in our county.
I mean, in Jackson, it's so funny because, there's been growth in our community because, and I love that.
Well,
I love growth.
It has to happen.
I love it.
It's
of
not
course.
like it's been like astronomical. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's people that don't want any, right?
Yeah.
There's people that fight it that don't want any,
Dinosaurs.
but like there has been a good amount of growth,
Yeah.
but nothing like super crazy. So when you come home, you still feel like it's home, right? Like when you go to college and you come home, you still feel like it's Jackson. You're not. It's like going to, these towns that were small. Think of like El Dorado Hills used to be this little teeny tiny thing, and then it just completely blew up. Folsom
Seriously.
used to be little teeny tiny, and now it's, huge. And so that's really we're thankful that when we come home to Jackson, but we still do like growth. Like it's the businesses, the downtown businesses. I mean, a lot of them are selling. A lot of people are moving into downtown Jackson. I mean, we just sold, we talked about it last week, but we sold the property on Main Street, which I believe they're putting in a sandwich shop on Main Street.
Nice.
It is awesome because Mother Lode Deli moved. Yeah.
And Mother Lode Deli used to be a hot spot down there too.
It did, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Do you ever know why they moved?
The building that they were in was sold, and the people like doubled their rent. So which was so not smart.
That's sad.
I mean, that's staple business. But to be honest, like things like that happen, and then you look at it and you realize it was a blessing in disguise. Because if anybody's been to where Mother Lode Deli is now, which we will come to you from there,
we tried that, but it was closed.
It was closed on a Saturday. They're closed on weekends. We learned so, but we will come to you from Mother Lode Deli because it's an awesome little coffee shop, little great location, but also a sandwich shop, and they do a lot of catering too. So, but they were on Main Street. But I mean, there's a lot of places on Main Street. I know the main event is for sale, that bar, and I mean we have buyers that are interested
for sale.
in there.
I think still.
Yeah,
And, this stuff is moving, man. Is. Again, people are moving in and moving out, but I mean, every time they move something in, it definitely is a decent deal that stays for a long time. So like this place, it used to be, what was it, Bistro 49?
Yeah, Bistro 49.
A while ago, and that was when I was in school, because I actually did my driving school from this driving school here. So
I did too.
Oh, there you go. But no, it was cool because when my parents would come and pick me up, they would come and have lunch here while waiting to get out.
Funny.
So it was always kind of cool. But when somebody takes over, I mean, something like this, right? They seem to stay for a good amount of time. So use them. It's a great place to come sit and just hang out. Also, if you're a real estate agent and you're doing tour and you have your house open, they do also provide some food for you guys to take
catering,
out there. So they do catering just like that, which is, their pastries and things are unbelievable. So definitely
Shauna does she kind of goes a little bit above and beyond, even just a local cafe. So she does specialty cakes, which are stunning. They're amazing. So if you're looking for a cake for an event, she really does awesome specialty cakes. And then she'll do, she does specialty cupcakes. She does all kinds of stuff. So whatever you need for your event, if you just let her know far enough in advance, because it is her, and I think she might have one other baker, but so they're not a large, staffed company to where you can ask on the day of and get it. You're going to have to give her a heads up. But even so, coming up on the holidays, here we come up. Can you believe that? In a couple days is September. So Shauna does pumpkin pies
She does
for
do-
Thanksgiving.
Oh,
So you can pre-order
love pumpkin
those.
pie.
She does another kind of pie. She does cookies. She'll do like the little cute cookies that you have for all your events. So yeah, really a great one-stop shop, to be honest with you. You get a coffee, you get to have breakfast, you get to have a yummy treat, and then also you get to book your event on whatever it is that you're looking for. This was, we used to do this when we would go to, what was the bakery that was in Amador City? Andre's Bakery, yeah. So we used to have Andre's Bakery before we would go like on open houses or tours, and now Shauna's has kind of become that, Although Andre's made bread too. Shauna's more of a sweets. Shauna sweets, get it? So yeah, well, we are gonna jump inside and say hi to her and show you a little bit about what she offers.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Hi. We actually never left. Okay, so this is Shauna, you guys. Shauna of Shauna Sweets. We're so excited to be here highlighting you, Shauna.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your shop, when you started, and kind of where you're at. Any exciting news that we don't know about yet?
So we've been open we just celebrated 3 years last month. And so we've been open for 3 years, and it's kind of just grown organically. That's how I wanted it to happen. Being a small shop, I didn't want to grow too quickly and then not, be able to handle it.
Yeah.
So now at this point, we've got 1 employee that's here every day. So that's a little bit of growth. Well, actually a lot of growth for me.
Yes. Yeah, you get a break.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You get a little bit of a break. There are some things coming up. I don't know when they're going to come, so I'm just kind of going to let it happen when it happens. But basically, we're a coffee shop and a bakery. So I come in every morning around 1 o'clock. I bake all of the muffins, all the scones, all the cookies get baked fresh every morning.
Wow.
We've got things like brownies and lemon bars and cupcakes and stuff like that available every day. I don't do anything full size in-house, but I will make you anything that you might want, whether it be gluten-free, sugar-free, birthday cake, pies, cheesecakes, you name it, I can do it.
Awesome. She said gluten-free.
What's the kind of turnaround? Like, what would you expect? Like, if someone requests something, what's like the timeline that you would prefer?
So typically, and especially right now, we're in full-blown wedding season. So there's 1, 2, and sometimes 3 weddings per weekend until the end of October, which pushes us right into Thanksgiving and then Christmas, right? So typically it's about anywhere between 2 and 4 weeks that I'm booked out.
Wow.
Got it.
Yeah. So, I tell people all the time, though, text me. My number that's everywhere is my cell phone. Shoot me a text and just see if, hey, maybe I have some time. If it's a last-minute cake, and if I can do it, I will. Yeah. And sometimes I can't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you do, so not only do you do cakes though, I mean, like we can have, somebody just came in and picked up a plate of, was it brownies?
Platter of cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah. That was actually going to hospice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay. And then I know we've been to events where you have scones, and I mean, you do that kind of stuff.
I literally can do anything you want.
Awesome.
I tell people all the time, like sometimes I get people that ask me to do things that I've never done. And I will tell you, I've never done that. But I'll try it.
Right.
And I'll give it a shot. The Chamber of Commerce called me a couple weeks ago and said, hey, can you make cookies in the shape of Amador County? And I said, I don't know, but I'll check and see what I can find out.
Yeah.
And we figured it out.
Cool. Shut up, that's so cool.
Yeah, David actually sat and made the cookie cutter for Amador County.
Yes.
So
that she's talking about her brother David, who also does help out. Is he still helping on weekends
here? He comes
here
on Saturdays.
Yes.
Yeah.
So David has always been one of my best friends, and he's like, you guys are the funniest family ever. He's as funny as all get out. Yes.
And then he wrote the book. So that's
right.
Yeah. So he wrote The Big Game, which is 100 years of big game history.
That's right, which is available in Shauna Sweets also for all you football lovers out there.
Yeah.
100 years of big game history. That is a really cool book.
Yeah, it is a cool book. If you ever played football in Amador County for the last 100 years, you're in that book.
And it's so cool. He researched that for so long.
5 years.
It was a long time in the making, so very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking of something. What about like cookies that, people get all those decorated cookies that have the,
Absolutely. So, yes, I do them. And that's what the Amador County cookies were.
Oh, okay.
They're not my best thing that I do. I'm always 100% honest with everybody. I can do them, and I can do basic ones. I'm not super fancy with them. So
Okay.
like there's a lot of those cookies out there that you see, and
they're
they'll send
amazing.
them to me, and I'm like, no, I can't. I can do something.
I don't know how they do them, to
But,
be
yeah,
honest. I don't.
Well, the thing about it is it's not so much whether or not I can do them. It's a time thing, right?
Yeah.
So, like last Christmas, I had 13 dozen decorated just Christmas cookies. It was 24 hours worth of work.
Wow.
And I don't have the time
Yeah.
to do that every day.
Yeah, for sure.
So with, everything else that I have to make sure that's in stock and cakes that are going out and stuff, it's just a time thing. Better, not gonna lie, better at decorating cakes and stuff like that.
Yes, your cakes are amazing. I love it. Okay, so you are on social media. So you've got Shauna Sweets on Facebook and Instagram?
Facebook, Instagram, and Nextdoor.
Okay, awesome. And then what are your hours for somebody to come through, grab a coffee, come in and get a treat? What are your hours?
So we're closed Sundays and Mondays. Tuesday through Friday, I open at 7 and I'm here till 3. And then on Saturdays, I open at 9 and I'm here till 3.
Okay.
But on Saturdays is when all the cake orders need to be done. So I need that extra couple hours in the morning to get them all done. So Saturday we open a little bit later.
I love that. And then you do special promo stuff. Like you'll do stuff for like Valentine's Day or Thanksgiving, you do pumpkin pies.
Yeah, every holiday there's something. Thanksgiving will be pumpkin, apple, and pecan. Maybe something else, I don't know yet. So typically about 6 weeks before any holiday, I put out an order sheet, and then I cut it off 2 weeks before.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Hold on just a second. Bailey, what do you need?
Yes.
Burrito bowls.
Yes, very, very exciting.
Well, we'll see. If
We're talking to her while we're functioning in the business. Yes, so
we'll cut it off and say, if you guys are looking for something local and you want to shop local, whether it be pastries or just getting your cup of coffee, this is the place you guys got to come down to Jackson. So
Shauna Sweets.
The one thing I would like to say is everything that I do here, and this is my thing, everything that I make is made from scratch by hand by me. It's made here. All of the cakes are baked fresh. If you order a cake, I bake it the day before and I frost it the day of. Nothing is ever frozen. It's all fresh.
You're awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
That gave me goosebumps. I love that. Okay, thank you so much, Shauna. So thank you guys so much for joining us for this week's episode of Latte Talk, where we were brewing up some exciting conversations. And we are, you just don't know. Stay tuned if you're a coffee shop owner, right?
Yeah, coming to you.
Could be in your neighborhood next. We'll see you guys next week.